Good day everyone, this is Alvin again from the Philippines, and today we are going to talk about the best evening gown performance of the decade 2000 to 2009. So today we are going to talk about the best evening gown performance from the decade of 2000 to 2009, and we have already made a version of this for 2010 to 2019, and I believe it's very important to just compare them per decade, because if we do it an overall comparison, there are really some changes as time goes by. So if we do it by decade, so that makes it quite agreeable in a way. So again, from 2000 to 2009, but these are only the ladies that made it during the evening gown competition. So again, this is purely based on performance, and it also be affected by the gown that they wore. So here are the top 10, starting with my number 10, Korea 2007, Honey Lee. Well, she represented Korea in 2007 and finished as third runner-up. And this is Korea's latest placement in the pageant as of 2019. I mean, they have never placed after that edition. Korea was already considered as one of the heavy favorites because, I mean, who would ignore that sweet-looking face? I mean, she exudes so much sex appeal and charisma. Her stare and her smile are just irresistible. And during the evening gown round, that was the moment where you can easily say that she'll go to the top 5. From her confident walk to her beautiful pink gown. I mean, the top part is super detailed with gems and going down simple at the bottom, which I think is a great contrast. Because someone asked me actually, I mean, do you think the gown would be more beautiful if they will bring down all the gems until the bottom? I mean, that will look good, but I'm not sure if she can move freely as what it looked on the original competition. So I'm very happy that they went with the softer and plain fabric in the bottom. Number 9, Switzerland 2006, Lauriane Gillieron. From pink gown to another pink gown. Honestly, if you will show me this gown, I will not expect that this would be a top 5 gown. But Switzerland definitely brought that Hollywood elegance during the evening gown competition, even with a very simple design and cut. I mean, I can never ignore this performance because Lauriane is the best representative from Switzerland in my opinion, and she nailed it last 2006. She's just screaming sex appeal during her performance at that round, and her walk, my goodness, definitely one of the best I've seen from a European candidate. Number 8, Dominican Republic 2003, Amelia Vega. This woman is the definition of confidence last Miss Universe 2003, and I loved it though. Every round of performance, she's giving me that vibe that says, I am winning this. And in the evening gown round, she wore a plain white dress with some hint of beaded thread that is attached to her shoulder strap and until the wrist area, which gives additional element to her look as she walked in the center of the runway. Because without it, I think the gown would look very plain and simple, but nevertheless, her performance was just outstanding. Number 7, India 2000, Lara Dutta. Lara, of course, won Miss Universe 2000, and her evening gown performance was indeed one of the remarkable ones in the last decade. That iconic red gown, and I love the sarong like that she's carrying with the gown. I don't know the exact term, but let me just call it a formal and elegant sarong. She was so beautiful and so confident, and I love the part where she walked into the middle of the stage and then showed the audience her back, which revealed a very beautiful silhouette overall. Number 6, Mexico 2008, Elisa Nahara. There are a lot of great evening gown performances in 2008, and this is just the first of them. Mexico that year was also one of my favorites. Elisa was beautiful, was a beautiful candidate, and also another strong competitor when it comes to catwalk. When she came out on her evening gown, I was wowed. I mean, I just love her gown very much. The combination of silver and nudish effects is just beautiful. Then combined with a plain white for the bottom. When her country was called in the evening gown round, I really loved the way she flipped that bottom part of the dress. I mean, that was confidence right there. She's an easy top 5 choice that year. Number 5, Australia 2004, Jennifer Hawkins. Jennifer, of course, is our winner of Miss Universe 2004. And first of all, I would love to know your opinion on this, because I have read an article online that says she wore a gold gown, and it made me doubt my color recognition in a way, because I am seeing an olive colored gown with gold details. So I'm really wondering, what do you think is the real color of that dress? But let me just say that the details on that dress is insane. I mean, I love the deep neckline, and I really love how they cut it with a curvy effect rather than going plain line cut. The accessory on the neck would go away, but I love that extra detail on her wrist. But what made this memorable is definitely her performance that gave life to the gown. And that stunning face, I mean, super beautiful. The way her hair flips perfectly with her turn and her confident walk, I mean, she truly owned it that night. Number 4, Kosovo 2009, Gona Dragusha. If we will be talking about 2000 to 2009, or even all-time best performances, there's no question that Kosovo will be in consideration. First of all, the gown choice was just perfect. Love the color of the gown, and I love the silhouette. I mean, the silhouette of the gown alone is already iconic. Love the wide silver belt. Love the train, especially when she opens it wide, because it gives more life to the dress. But one thing that made her performance and look memorable is how she came out, and having that resemblance with everyone's darling, Audrey Hepburn. Plus that bun hair, it's perfect because it gave emphasis to her beautiful face. And I think no hairstyle will go perfectly with that dress. I mean, every styling that she chose from top to bottom, flawless look for Kosovo. Number 3, Venezuela 2008, Dayana Mendoza, our Miss Universe 2008, and she's also one of my favorite Miss Universe of all time. Some may say that this is just a simple gown, but she definitely showed that it's how you wear it and not just the gown itself. And she just breathed life to that yellow gown. I don't think anyone could give an even better performance than what she gave with that gown. And when she turned, I mean, that was a spectacular and definitely a picturesque moment. There is a reason why this performance remains as one of the most iconic evening gown performances in history, because she has the beauty, the charisma, the confidence, and the charm, together with the celebratory color of that gown. Number 2, Colombia 2008, Taliana Vargas. I mean, from one icon to another. Taliana Vargas, first runner-up of course to Dayana Mendoza, dominated the evening gown round, and this is the reason why her performance received one of the highest evening gown scores in Miss Universe history. Again, just like Dayana, she also proved that it's not about the gown, but it's how you wear it. Because honestly, the gown isn't really that much, but because of her great catwalk skills, confidence, and playful attitude that knows how to play along with the gown, she just showed everyone how to play with it, and she just showed how it's done in her own way. Even before she exits the stage, she gave one more turn, and that showed how flowy and lively the gown is. I mean, I don't know about you, but Taliana is just one of the best ever. And it's just sad. I've been talking about this many times. It's just sad to see her compete with Dayana because with her quality, I think she could also win Miss Universe if she competed in a different edition. But on the other hand, her participation in 2008, seeing both of them in the final two, gives the 2008 edition that label. And that is one of the best final two in the history of Miss Universe. But the number one best evening gown performances from 2009 to 2000 to 2009 goes to Puerto Rico 2006, Zuleyka Rivera. Our Miss Universe 2006 is already expected to be here. This is like the most iconic gown in the history of the pageant. It is so obvious that when she came out at this round, she's already a winner. I mean, this is what I meant when I say winning gown, winning look, and winning performance. I mean, she's wearing a gown made of chainmail. What is more unique than that? That if you look at her face during that round, she looked like she's wearing a dress that is as light as a feather, because there are some people said that her gown was heavy, so we really have to applaud her for that. And the details, I mean, oh my gosh, it was just amazing. And she was just a darling when she came out. She was like a diamond that shimmers on stage. Her face, her dress, it truly emphasized her figure as well. The neckline is perfect, and the way she carried it, I mean, that is what you call elegance and class overall. I also loved her earring because if you can see them clearly, great combination. Hands down, it is already 2019, but I believe Zuleyka's gown and performance is still unbeatable. So that's it. These are my top 10 best evening gown performance from 2000 to 2009. So I would love to know your thoughts about this ranking. I would love to know your thoughts about my personal top 10 and who do you think was not included but deserves to be on this list. So don't forget to leave your comments below. Don't forget to give a thumbs up and share the video as well. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe because you'll be seeing more of these videos in the future. For now, thank you very much and have a wonderful day from the Philippines.